Look a bit crazy. I'm going to be on a show, and so I'm just going to do live also here. Let's see as it goes. And a pidgin English show. We go the do and they go. Maybe we see as it be. Yep. Yeah, you can pause it. See when we start and then.
So, where are you doing the show on your iPhone?
Huh?
On your iPhone, since you're going live here.
What happened?
No, where are you doing the show from? Okay, there.
Yeah, hello. I was just okay. Hello. Brother, how you doing?
Are they fine? No.
Well
People
done.
want to know who they talk to us for inside this program this morning.
My name is Aisha Yesufu. I dey call una from Abuja. I no dey Benin today.
Okay. You know the program when you did on to man around town.
Yes.
And the reason why we call you now be about a certain army private when when report come to this program say the way when I'm treat and say they not like him. He name na root Oguleye. Now he complain. If I don't even go to other media houses, go they complain say the way they take treat and say he not good. What did they say happen? He say one colonel say they find and make him follow and sleep. He can say no. All this while it's called the maltreat him. As they maltreat him, now you can go to report to different areas where we say they will fit take assistance. So the minister for human affairs even involved. So the minister can even advise and say, okay, make him leave the system. He say, why you can cry, come up now? We say the army they come out now say he know well. Say the man, now made the removal for the system. Say he no mad though, that he they call on the Nigerian army, make they show and where they from do that test, say he no where, now made the removal from the army. What did I go fit do for this lady now? Because now woman like you.
Well, first of all, nobody discuss na woman like me. They go do am something. Now because this one na human being like every one of us, and wetin they do am, no good. As e be like this, so how you go just come tell say person don kolo just like that because na wan drive am comot from the place where she dey work. Wetin this woman comot talk no be the first time where person go hear this kind matter wey dey happen for military, wey be say women wey dey there, the guys wey dey there, they go come dey force them, they go come dey talk say they wan sleep with them. Even some, even the one wey don marry, you go see they go dey force them. Some wey no gree ma sef, they go force them, they go rape them, they go do all kind thing. But most time people no dey gree comot talk because they dey fear. And wetin Ruth do now na very courageous thing. Na person wey get mind, wey get liver, na dey fit even fit comot because as e dey now, her life even dey in danger. You no know wetin go for fit happen. You no know how na the main thing wey dey there. So and this thing wey she dey do, no be say na only for herself she dey do am o. Na for many others. Men o, women o, girls, so even children wey dem never born, wey go still born, wey go say they go wan enter military, wetin go happen to them? Na this kind thing, na if we put hand make sure say she get justice, the person wey dem dey accuse of this thing, make dem do proper investigation. No be the one wey they go dey do wuruwuru, they dey hide thing, they dey push am, they no want make anybody know. You know wetin dey happen na because for that military themselves, even the oga gogogo wey there, most of them dey do am. They do this kind thing. So when person like Ruth go come comot now, they go do everything wey they go do, make dem shut her up so that make everybody dey fear, make e no comot. E get one tweet wey I see the other day wey person write the thing, I say kai, e say many people wey dey look them with integrity, so we go see say especially men, na because their victim never talk. if you hear the kind thing wey they don do to people, like wetin Ruth dey talk say they don do to am, so wey they don do to other people, if you hear the people wey don do am, you mind you go open mouth for that kind thing. So as e be like this, we gats to come together, begin to ensure say Ruth matter, they no just let am die like that. No be say because she no get person they go come do am. I tell you, if to say Ruth na person, na one general pikin wey dey that army, this colonel whoever, they no go do am this nonsense wey they dey do am so.
Okay. Let's say Apollo get question.
Yes, Aisha, good morning.
Good morning.
I beg, after this program, we need to talk again because these guys, so we don't also do check from the court. This one saying that from our East local government area for Edo State, that she comes from. So, yes, so you too, you go help us, all of us, and go put this fight together. The fight will be saying she know the fight army, but that report will be saying they bring about her. How would they do and to say so the army release the report, maybe they tell us the report, maybe they remove the stigma of that madness from that one. Let me the fight, let me the struggle.
Thank you very much for being part of us inside this program, and we want to open door for us to come in today.
Thank you, thank you so much. And as it be but say, no be say Ruth they ask for too many things. She know say as she don already maybe don't know say the justice, fit get am for that military. And this thing wey Ruth comot talk, no be for Nigeria military alone e dey happen. Even US military, they get many of those incidents. Before, the women they fear to comot. Now so tey one two they can't they comot. They can't even they take measures, serious measure against the people where they do am. So when our own military go see say person there comot, woman comot, say see wetin dey happen, see wetin dey go on. No be the one where they go do hush they close everything. Now for them to sit down do proper investigation. And as Ruth even dey now, so Ruth no even say okay, una job go make una carry, una whatever make una carry. She just want her peace of mind. Then una come spoil her in a way where go be safe for life. If she dey look for job anywhere where or she wan go do something, they go come dey carry that report, take dey follow. And I think the matter be say na to take on the Nigerian military, say make them do the needful. No be say that one wey they go dey do anyhow. Anyhowness never tire them. E never tired them. See as a judge, they don't turn them. Say the corner Boko Haram, this corner where they accused of this thing, because as it is now allegedly we go still talk, because court they never carry and go court, make court find and say don't do this crime. So we will see they stay allegedly. With all the insecurity where they Nigeria, with the fact say Boko Haram they kill us every year, bandits, so kidnappers, so no gunmen or whatever. Na woman matter na im suppose dey a whole corner body na, no be even say im wife. If military women comot and they tell us say their husband no fit dey sleep with them again because they carry Nigeria matter for head, say because of the insecurity, we go say okay, they dey do work. But this one, with all the wahala wey dey ground, na woman na im be wahala wey dey killing people, dey killing boys for inside bush and all of that one. It's really very annoying. But the thing here be say all of us got to gather and make sure say the military, this girl get justice. See, because this fight wey she dey do no be say na for her alone, because she don ready to lose the job. No wahala, she don comot. You understand? Na for other people, current victims wey dey show them the set, and the future victims wey go dey. Make we put a stop to that. Make military accept responsibility the way other militaries for other part of the world come accept this responsibility. Come dey put measures in ground to protect the women wey dey there. Na wetin we must all go for.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well done. Okay, so that's it. That went. Maybe the line is going off. So I just joined the program in Benin. Hello, everyone. Abi Chude Chidera. Good morning. Honestly, it is not disturbed, but I really don't have anything. I wish I could help. Like I always say to people, that's the reason why for me, I'm always insisting on let's get system working so that everybody can get. One of the things for me, I don't go to people offices to ask for job. I don't ask them for anything. I don't ask anyone. So that's why I'm able to have the big mouth that I have. And currently, for me, my business is buying and selling. I don't have an organization like a big company where you are hiring and all of that. I already have the staff that I have. If I wish I could, but what I promise is I'll continue to talk about the system. Let's have a proper system where people can actually get jobs. It's really painful. A lot of people who have finished schools and everything keep looking for jobs. But in the meantime, also, there are so many other jobs beyond the conventional jobs that we have, the old kind of jobs that we have that people can do. Get that either certification, get that knowledge, get that something, just get somewhere, to do something. I'm so sorry, Jude. I wish I could help more, but unfortunately, I'm unable to. Divine Matrix Family DMF. He says, Aisha, I'm one of your diaspora fans. Please focus on activism like this and stay away from Nigeria politics, for I like you more. I'm sorry, that even reminds me. Yesterday, I had a conversation with someone on this whole thing. You guys will know that person. It's an activist, and all of that. And one of the things that people always say, and he made a statement yesterday that I saw, he was like, oh, they are trying to stay away from activism so that they will remain clean. And then people will, so let me give a background. So we're talking about what happened in Egypt after the Arab Spring. And then he mentioned something about the fact that, they had said that anybody that had participated in politics should not, was it Arab Spring or another country, should not be part of a new government when they had a revolution, a new this. I'm like, I'm okay if they say there's a new Nigeria and Aisha should not be part of the leadership. I'm not interested in being part of any leadership, but I want people to get in there and do the right thing. So I'm sorry, I can't stay away from Nigerian politics, because politics is the main thing. You understand? Politics is where you get the people that will govern the country we come from. And if we keep staying away from politics, it means people will keep spoiling the system, and then I should just be on the streets making demands. Demands to who? To people that are not supposed to be in the system. Like, for example, right now, I will now come and be making demands to someone like a Tinubu. I'll be on the street. I will carry placard to a Tinubu and be saying, give us good governance. Which good governance? Tinubu is not supposed to be there. Tinubu is not supposed to be there. So why am I doing, this good governance? Are you still recording? Okay. So why am I on the street just going ahead and recording and stuff like that? So these are the things. The most important thing that we have to understand is that, look, politics and activism are the same thing, because the results are supposed to be the same. They are for the greater good. You understand? In politics, what you want to get is that you want good governance that will benefit the whole people. In activism, you want problems to be solved so that it will benefit the whole people. It is the method that differs. Where those in activism are holding people accountable, then those in politics, what do? They solve the problem. Those in activism will show them and tell them this is where the problem is. Those in politics will solve it. But in Nigeria, we've sort of like taken Nigerian politics to be that, people will get in and it is okay for them to take our monies away, take everything and use it for their own personal thing, and it's okay. That's what we tend to call politics. No, that's not politics. That's dirty politics. That's criminal politics, and we must change that. And this whole thing of people think that, I want to stay away. I've seen people say, no, Aisha, your brand, you are known as this. I don't want to be known as activist. I don't want to be known as advocate. I don't want to be known as anything. I just want a country that works very well, so that people are not telling me that they've kidnapped their person. I should come and donate money for ransom. So that people are not telling me that their wives are sick and I should come and bring money. So that, like Jude does say, that Jude should not be asking me for a job. Jude should have opportunity to have a job out there. That's the thing. And if we don't go into this politics, how are we going to fix it? If every one of us is saying, I want to look clean, I want people to think I'm nice. No. Let people think I'm not nice. Let people think I'm dirty. The most important thing is that whether they say I'm dirty or I'm not dirty, I know I'm not dirty. And they will, whether they like it or not, they will still come and find out that I'm not. So we must be very mindful and not allow ourselves to be drawn into this place where we are accepting of this whole what do I call it now? Toga, this whole label of, and they are the ones in politics, you are the ones not in politics. I'm in politics. If you want to call me politician, please go ahead. I'm in politics. I'm going to be there. I'm not going to leave this room for people who are destroying Nigeria. We're sitting down. They are destroying. Everything is worsening, is worsening, is worsening. This Jude, that I'm sure Jude has finished his first degree. My daughter just finished her own first degree. But guess what? I didn't have to ask anybody for a job. She was still in school. She was still writing. She had not written her final year exam. She already had job offers. She already had job offers. I think before she even wrote her final year exam, she had already accepted the one that she's going to be at. She's now working. Immediately she finished school finished around June or whatever. By September, the job this is September. No, yes, by September. Last September, she started her job. That is the Nigeria that used to be. That's the Nigeria that can be. That's the Nigeria I want for Jude. My daughter does not have two heads. You understand? She's not better than Jude. The only thing she has is opportunity. And that opportunity, we could afford to send our daughter to UK to go and get her education and get an enabling environment. Then also the Nigerian government should be able to give the Nigerian citizens the opportunity also to be able to have this. People should be in school, and they come and scout them in school. People should get good quality education, not this nonsense education we are currently getting in Nigeria. There's no education in Nigeria. You want to even employ people, they are unemployable because of the kind of educational system they've gone through. Half of the years they spent it at home doing what do you call it, ASU. The rest of it is cramming. You cram and you program. I'm currently doing a BSc. Yes, even though the school are doing it's a long distance program, doing very well and everything, but the method is still the same. It's cramming and putting it down. You hardly see where critical thinking is brought in, where the kind of thinking that leads to solution, it's still not there. So for me, that is, and if we want to have that country, we all must be part of politics. They keep telling us that politics is dirty, politics is this, is that, your brand, what nonsense brand? What nonsense brand are we looking for when our country is being destroyed by our very eyes, by people who are telling us politics is dirty, so that they will continue to stay in there and continue to make it dirty? We will go in there and we will clean it up. Let me look at, all right, I came back from... Yeah, so Jude is saying, well, if you already, if anybody that wants to grow into crime, whether somebody has a job or not, the person will go into crime. And the more, because Jude said, all right, my thanks, I came back from Dubai because of visa issues. I'm coming back. I lost my dad and it has not been easy and I don't want to go into cybercrime. I'm really sorry about your dad. It's never easy when you lost a loved one, especially a parent. The thing also is that if you have opportunity of cyber, at least when you talk about cyber crime, there's also cyber work. There's a lot of remote work that you can do. At Easy Upwork, there's so many places where people do remote work. So begin to look into one of them. But anyone that wants to choose the life of crime, nobody can stop anybody from choosing the life of crime. Even if you have a job, you still do crime if crime is in your mind. And even if you're doing something, and at the end of the day, every crime comes with a consequence of, no matter how good you think you will be caught one day and you will face the music one day, and whatever it is you think you might have earned will be lost, one day. And so those are things that one has to think about. So if you have digital knowledge and all of that, there are a lot of work out there that people are doing online, and they're making the stage. It might take long, it might take perseverance, and you keep going and get there. But like I always say, we are having a lot of our young people who are the opportunity they're supposed to have, they don't have them. And this is what I grew up meeting. And I was angry at adults around me. I was angry at the generation way before me, my parents' generation, for the fact that they failed me. They didn't give to me the Nigeria that they had. My dad will tell you how when they were finishing university with your first degree, you could get a car, you could get this, you could get that, but he couldn't keep that for me. And the one that I have to, unfortunately, I've not also been able to keep that for my children. I've also failed my children. And so I will do everything to correct the failure I have done for my children, the way I failed my children's generation. I'll correct it, and I will do it by being there, not by being squeaky clean, not by being no perceived squeaky clean, or being seen as a one good person that is only fighting for the rights of the people and does not do anything about the politics of the nation or how government. No. I'm going to be part of those that will do politics of the nation. See, my own. If you want my own way, I want to be, I want to get good people, competent people, character capacity into office. How we want to do it, I am still thinking and working on it. I think I'm even going to put a message out. Who are the people that want to run for a councillor, local government chairman, what's the other one, House of Assembly, State Houses of Assembly, House of Representatives, and Senate. Let's begin to see how we will go about putting those people in. Crazy for those who want to, because we must put our monies there, we must put our effort, we must put everything there and begin to get them into office. I'm interested in that one. But you can't just sit down and be making demands on who? On criminals. Criminals are hijacking the power in the nation. Now I should be on the street making demands on them. What the heck? When I can go get people in there that will go and work and change the system and put in the right thing. Wealth experts, yes, exactly, for which proper guidance you can get offers in good time. Thank you so much, Wealth, for that. I think that, yeah, you really put it succinctly. There are so many things, because if you already have experience in a tech, or what do you call it, internet and all of that, I mean, there are so many things that are out there. Because one of the things for me, I'm so happy also for the youth of Nigeria, is that they can survive independent of the Nigerian government and its shenanigans. There's so much. The world is an oyster. It's at your feet. So you can just, go for it and go get it. And that's what should be paramount in everyone's mind. She need to her game zone. I say, for me, I'm too lazy. Or Semegwe Omede say, please don't stay away from politics. You are very important. I want to be part of Nigeria. Honestly, we all need to be part of it. Thank you so much. For me, this politics, I made up my mind. See, I'm the kind of person, I don't jump into something. I just don't do something for doing its sake. And I don't do it because I'm going to win or anything. I do something because I'm convinced. You see, I started advocacy, national advocacy, in 2014. And before then, all those Occupy Nigeria, I was never part of any of them. Why? Because I needed to focus on myself and build my wealth. Financial independence was very important for me. Yes, in secondaries, in universities, of course. In my life, I've always been one who will stand on issue, who will fight for someone if I see anyone being oppressed. But I was never on national issue. In my university days, of course, there was no protest in my school that I was not part of. I was also part of the politics. I remember in Abuja, as a medical student, we were told that the first medical student, SUG president, was for my set. We were the ones that did the campaign for him, did all of that. We were told, a medical student cannot be an SUG president. That was before ABU was closed down and shut down, and I left. So I've always been there. They have never been on national issue, no, until 2014. After my 40th birthday, I sat down and said, yes, I want to do this. For me, that's why I do things based on conviction. I don't do things because, something needs to be done, or somebody needs to do something, I do it because I'm convinced it has to be done. And whatever for me, that's why I'm ready to put my life on the line, my everything on the line. I don't care. I'm convinced. So 2014, by 2018, I realized that, look, if I keep staying and say it's only advocacy that I'm going to focus on, people are going to focus on, these people will keep destroying the country for us. And that's when I started focusing on, politics. And I was in the campaign of Dr. Obi. And in 2022, you saw me in the campaign of Mr. Peter Obi. For me, I think one of the things that people just think that politics is about winning. if you are not going to win, don't be part of it. No, that's not what right. Politics is about nation building. I have to, even if I'm not winning, I will get to it. I will be there until failure is tired of my face and will not turn it to winning. And we say, this woman, beg, come and carry people, come and be there. For me, that's it. So I'm looking for people that, who are those people that we get in there? I'm very lazy. Normal, if you allow me, my own, I always like the back of the seat. For me, I don't like the seat itself, the power behind the seat. That's all, because for me, I make more this thing that I can tell you this, that. But on the seat, there's too much constriction. You have to talk somehow. You don't have to do this. For example, now, when they are doing the national anthem, I leave that place. I don't stand for this. Sorry, there's no national anthem again. Tinubu's anthem. I don't stand for it. But if you see, if I'm a public officer, I can't do that. For example, if I'm a councillor, I run for office, I'm a councillor, or I'm a local government chairman, or I'm a House of Assembly member, or whatever. I can't do that because it is no longer I'm no longer in my individual capacity. I'm representing people, and people have to do. So for me, it's always that freedom. That's the reason why I've not run for office. That my freedom to say I want to do what I want to do, how I want to do it, the way I want to do it. I want to talk the way I want to talk. I can today, as Aisha Yesufu, I can say, I will say Nigeria does not have a president. Nigeria does not have a government and a state. But if I am a councillor, I can't say that. Yes, I don't have the power to say that because I am now representing people, and that's not that. This is so. Being in an office has so much limitation that sometimes I'm like, at this stage in my life, I'm not yet there where I want to give it up. But really, I want people to get into that political space. And that's the thing. For me, that's the project I just need to focus on. I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but I know there are a lot of people that want to get it done. And I think I've been saying it, and I think I just need to move that thing and begin to grow it. Let's get people into offices one by one by one. We don't have much. We might not, even if we don't win, hey, we're already here. Do we have anything? We don't have anything. So even if we lose, no wahala. I believe in one thing. We focus on our effort and not the result. And one day, the result will align with our efforts. So, guys, get ready. And I might be... Okay, Vega. Yes, so Roland, Ephraim, that means you are from Esako or Afema speaking area of Edo State. They are the ones that do Ovevekuve. Eno Inya, thank you. I say one more thing. I shall do not disclose your movement itinerary, but thank you so much, Eno Inya. That's a very valid point, and it's also something that I do. I try a lot to do that. If I speak about a place, I've already left there, except maybe when I'm outside the country. One thing, when you just said this, one day, I think that was 2022. Yes, 2022. I was in, where was I? I think it was California. I can't remember. Was this California? No, it's not Chicago. It's not California. It was Chicago. I was in Chicago. So I was going out to go and buy something. And there was this, I just did live on YouTube. So I was just walking. I was doing live and everything. Do you know someone came to my hotel? Yes. In Chicago, in Nigeria. So I was doing like me, I had done the live, because normally when I'm outside of Nigeria, and which is so sad, that's when I'm free. In Nigeria, I'm anywhere I am like this, braced up. I'm always feel there's a bullet, the impact. I'm like braced up against the impact of a bullet. I kid you not. That's how I live in Nigeria. At every moment, I'm like braced. I'm expecting something. Either a bullet is going to hit me or something is going to be. I'm like, no, Allah. If this is the last time, we shall. No, I don't say if they kill me. I get videos full grand. videos plenty, all the talk wey I dey talk wey be say I no dey make sense before, na when they kill me na I go come dey make sense. So I like even if you kill me you can't kill my voice, because I've kept a lot of voice. There are some videos I'm sure me I've forgotten I've done it. By the time when I don't die, that's why people will be bringing it and say that Aisha once said. They will not say hashtag Aisha once said, Aisha once said, hashtag Aisha Yesufu once said. So anyway, in Nigeria, I'm always like braced up. But the moment I travel out of Nigeria, I relax. Those are my relaxing time. That's the time that I'm just do my thing. I'm not thinking there's somebody coming to hit me. I'm not seeing a car trying to enter in between me. Just for me to tell you a bit of how my life is. Like right now, if I'm driving, I don't use roads that are small, that only one car can come and close you. I use bigger roads so that at least even if you are blocking me, we'll shall maneuver and block ourselves. I don't use roads that you can easily come and cut it off, or a shortcut or something. So that's how it is. So on this day now, so when I'm outside, I feel free. So I did back to that story, I did the live. I went to my hotel. Like, is it like an hour or 2 hours later, I got a call from the reception that someone is looking for me. I'm like, someone? I said, who? They mentioned, I was like, I'm in Chicago. I don't have any visitor. I'm this kind of person. When I travel, if I do anything, I'm there. I'm inside my room. Most I'm there. I'm like, who is that? And I said, okay, fine. I came down and I saw this Nigerian. I didn't know him from nowhere. He was screaming, yes. You know what he did? He said he saw my life. He's in that same Chicago. He saw my life. He saw the place I was in. So he saw the buildings. He knew I was in his town. Then he came. He came with his wife. He's married to a Black American. So she was in the car. So he started checking every hotel within that area. He started entering everyone to ask for Aisha Yesufu until he got to that one that I was in. I was like, whoa, if to say that person want kill me, finish, it don't buy me with that too. I think since then I haven't done that live, whatever. But he was a fan anyway. He was so excited. He was so happy. And then when we did this thing, he now went to the car. He brought his wife, a Black American. If you see the guy, he gave me money. He was giving me money. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I don't collect money. It's my policy. He really felt bad. He was like, oh no, please, this one. I was like, no, I beg. He has been in this thing for how many years? I was like, for me, I just felt the love. I said, don't worry, one day we meet again. We will do lunch. So if I see people, they're like, oh, try to give, I say no, but maybe we sit down and we'll do lunch together. That will be something, and whatever, or just a drink. If I ever come to your house, give me water. I'm good with that. But here you're very right. But in Nigeria, I try not to. So there's even places where they do live, where I'm gonna be at events. Sometimes organizers send this thing to me. I should publicize this thing. I really don't do it most of the time as it is now. And some of them don't understand. Sometimes just for that security reason, except if I'm in a place, in a town where, for example, during the campaign, I was in Benin. Of course, I'm in Benin because we're doing campaign and stuff like that. But hey, very, very, very valid point. That's the life that you. I no keep person. I no steal anybody money. I no do anything. I didn't commit any crime. But I mean, you say your life go say you go do this thing because you have so many people beyond beyond the normal insecurity, terrorist, bandit that anybody can fall prey to. I have government officials either here, they are angry, government this thing. Then you have overzealous supporters. Those ones now then was past. Those ones not they think. They want to come and harm you, do something to you. I've seen people who had come, very few anyway, but you see them mumbling, you see them saying this. Sometimes me no they even hear. That's another thing, because I don't focus on people. That's another bad habit I have. I'm a bit self-absorbed. I can be in a room with 1 million people and I'm not listening to what anybody is saying. If you don't bring me into your conversation, I can just be on my own. So even the last time there was, I think in Benin, there was one of these people. So somebody was, I think they said something. Oh, is it not that woman that used to talk anyhow or this thing? Me, I didn't even hear what he said because I was busy with my conversation with someone. It was someone that was with me, Sarah. If you guys know Sarah, If you see that the girl just charged, she was, I said, what's going on? She was like, did you, what you say? Can you say that again? What did you say? I said, Sarah, please, don't mind. What I said to her is this. If I want to fight someone, I will fight someone that has a name. You get her? So that when they say Aisha Yesufu was fighting, they will say she was fighting. Me, I will fight that big person where everybody they fear to fight. But someone will be say, I don't pass you. Better I will fight for you. Even if you abuse me, you insult me, I'll just be looking at you. There's no need. But the one day I don't say, if they burn you, say you put your hand for my body, that day we die. They go carry white cloth and not be me go, they go use them on. I don't even as a child, I used to talk it. Yeah, nobody put hands on me. You will die that day now. So anything that's I'll just be looking. I don't have that. So that's what I did set up. Anyway, it's a very valid point. Thank you so much. I will soon be rounding up. I've not done live in a very, very long time. We used to do live quite a lot, and then I became sick. So that was an issue that took me out for a while. I couldn't even do videos at all for I think almost 2 weeks or thereabout during that whole time. We are still on, it's still a journey. We're still not done. Doctors are still doing their investigation or whatever, but I'm much better than where I was, at that time where all of that happened. So I'm just trying to get myself back together. Just like today, my husband was saying, doesn't know, like, if you know me, I've darkened, right? I've darkened, or we don't know what the cause is, whether it's sunburn, whether it's whatever, and it's just in my face, which is like sort of like this morning before I went out for my exercise, he was saying like, this, what's happening? It's like, hey, I don't know. But anyway, Shaz, it is what it is. That's what life is all about. Thank you so much. And divine. Oh, absolutely. No, there's nothing to apologize. I totally agree with you. And I see, and I know why. It's out of love that you're saying that to me. I totally understand that in terms of, stay away from politics, don't get your name soiled and all of that. I totally agree. I totally get it. But though there are dirty dramas, they even know me. You can't do drama with me. So when they are doing those things, they kukuma stay away from me, because I am one crazy person. Even to deal with anything government, I've not been able to, because I don't do those things that people feel, this one is not, it's okay now. That's why you see, even as I've done this thing, I've looked after money. You understand? I have, how do I put it? How do I put it now? I've been entrusted with money. Like if you see Peter will be talking about, like when he's talking to when we're in a group, sometimes even when I'm not there, sometimes he says, Aisha, it's not because you are here. Even when you're here saying, he knows when there are certain things, when it comes to that issue of trust, being entrusted with funds. I've done it. And nothing, your 1 naira will not go missing. It's accountable. He will tell you, because even the other thing was telling me, like, if she had wanted to eat that money, she would have eaten it, and it's true. If I was one that was like Kodaba, I wanted to carry this, there was ways I would have carried this, the money or whatever. No. So for me, I pride myself more that I'm able to do something, and I came out doing it well with integrity and character, rather than for me to say that, I will not be part of it because of integrity and character. For me, that's my personal opinion. I don't think integrity and character is when you don't participate and just stay away. I think integrity and character is when you participate and do it the right way. So for me, all of those politics, if you say the way that this, no, they've not, for the little I've been into, at least now, nobody will say that I've not participated in politics as it is. I've been part of a presidential campaign, 2 presidential campaigns now, and I've been a little bit in a state one that I've gone to in Benin. I wasn't into it very well. I was sick a good number of all of that campaign, so I really couldn't participate as I should. But for me, it's that being able to be there. And when people say that, everybody does it, it's a lie. It's not everybody that does it. It's people that want to do it that do it. So for me, it's that be there, just do the right thing. I'm not saying that I'm super I'm a saint or anything. No, me, I get my own wahala, but I can tell you that things that need to be done the way they need to be done, I will ensure they are done by the grace of God. And that's one thing I always, pray to God for. And that's why I always say to people, even myself, I don't trust myself. So I am always on top of myself, watching myself, being vigilant. I hold myself to higher standards than I hold other people. Anything that I know I cannot do it or I have not do it, I can never ask another person to do it. So if I ask another person to do it, because I know that I can and I've done that thing 1 million times. And so for me, that's it. And a good legacy for me is more than anything. What am I looking for in this world right now? What am I looking for? Is it power? I don't need power. And I don't I don't need an office to be influential. See, let me tell you, I had an experience yesterday. Yesterday I was in Lagos. I went to Lagos and I came back. And I got into the plane. So I was walking in. I didn't enter the plane early because when people rush on that line, where am I rushing to? My seat is already there now. So I got into the plane. Most people had already moved. I think I was about the last people going in. And so I was passing through the business class. This lady is very cute lady like that, elderly woman, but slim, looks young, slim, fit lady. She looked at me. She did like this. Aisha? And I said, yes. Are you Aisha? I said, yes. Aisha is. Oh, I'm your fan. Then she shook my hand. So I because it was on the key, so I went a bit off to the back because the people seat behind her, they've not, gone in. So I went there. So that I shook her hand. She was like, oh, my 12-year-old daughter, she's a fan. My this, that. Oh, I love you. This is the. So we shook my hand. So I went to the back. So business, my seat was around, is it 30 something? So it's back. The back of my children are always making fun of me that me is economy I use the economy because I cannot count money for business class. I cannot. Anytime, anytime I want to buy business class, I look at the money. I look at economy. At economy I dey go. In short, the last time I think was it not recent in 20 what was it now 2011. 2011, yeah, my sister had a child that had a hole in her heart. No, is it 2011? No, 2012. Because she got married 2020, had her first child 2011, had her second 2012. 2012. So I had a sister who gave birth to a child that has the hole in her heart. So I had to take them to India. I bought business class because they couldn't get the seat available, business class available. The only aircraft, in short, I bought one airline. I'm digressing. I bought one airline. They couldn't carry her. They refused to carry her because they thought the child might die before they get to India. So they refused. And then it was Egypt Air. That's why I will never forget Egypt Air. They were the only airline that agreed to carry my sister's child to India. So I bought it at the business class. I bought business class. Me, I don't buy business class for myself. The only time I bought, in short, it's only once, so I bought business. I didn't even buy business class. I upgraded to business class. So, but I bought business class for my children. Though they too, it wasn't that business class, but the upper one, then they now upgraded it because the flight didn't have. But anyway, I know they do business class for myself. So I went to the back. The next thing I saw this woman, yes, came all the way. Oh, Aisha, I need to take a picture with you. Aisha, this. And she snapped, and then she sent it to her family. They were all screaming. Her 39-year-old son was saying, for me, there's so much love. There's so much I get. And I said to people, I don't need to be in an office. I go to places, I'm shocked that people know me. They actually know me. People are screaming. I'm star. So I couldn't. The other day I spoke to someone. She was like, oh, that she didn't know how to speak to me. She was like, me. I'm just me. There's nothing. So what am I saying? So for me, I don't believe that I have to be in an office to have influence. I don't believe that I have to be in an office to be able to make a difference. I can't make a difference without an office. And I have made a difference without an office. And I've made a name without being in an office. So I don't need that. There are people who are governors. I tell you, if I stand me and them, they will know me first before they know them. So it's not about that. But then for me, it's about, but make sure, get the right thing done. Can we get the people that we do the work? I'm lazy. I'm selfish. I'm selfish in a way that I want Nigeria to work so that people will not disturb me. Yes. Let Nigeria work for everybody. Whatever it is I have, let them have. Whatever it is my children have been able to enjoy, let them also enjoy it. That for me is the main thing. And I think for me, I will participate. I will be, because they want us to be out of it. Please, please, please. Let's participate and clean it. Let's participate and do the right thing. Even if, as it is now, yes, I will run for office. I will run for office, so I don't need to win. If I don't win, so you see this thing that they make you look as if when you run for office, you don't win, that like as if you have failed. No, it's not a failure. I said I want to serve you. You say you don't want me to serve you. Fine. Oh, you're even her polling unit. She couldn't win her polling unit. And am I supposed to do crime to win my polling unit? I would rather lose honorably than win dishonorably. When Olumide Akpata, after that whole buying, rigging of election that they did, we didn't participate in buying votes. We didn't participate in rigging. Yes, so we didn't get that much vote. After I wore his cap, after the election something, now the people wey talk say they win election, they were the ones that were triggered. I'm like, why are you being triggered with me wearing my Olumide Akpata's cap? Because I wanted I wore the cap. And even when we're doing the briefing, I said, I'm wearing this cap for everybody to know that I went to Edo State and I was part of the election, but I refused. I was not part of the rigging, neither was I part of the vote buying. And for me, that is something to be proud of. Anyway, I will still round up here. It's so beautiful talking to all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Good morning, Lucky. Oh my goodness, Lama, she said she will vote for me. I have one vote. Thank you. Leading revolution. Osas, who are the you people? I mean, you have 220 million Nigerians. Let me tell you something, Osas, and everyone. Aisha Yesufu will not make a protest to Tinubu. I will not legitimize illegitimacy. You understand? Nigeria does not have government. Neither does Nigeria have a president. I'm not going to sit down. There's no administration. Let me put it out. There's no administration. I'm not going to sit down and be toku and be say end bad governance. Who is ending the bad governance? An illegitimate president? So I've told you people, I'm not. My own is to whatever that can legitimately be done to remove Tinubu from office, constitutionally and legitimately, that's what I'm going to do to remove Tinubu from office. That's my own. Whether it takes me 4 years, it takes me whatever years, that's where I am. Every other thing, you guys can be doing it. I'm not this thing. In 2018, I said to myself, if I keep doing the same thing, every time I will just come out, you just come out and just be on the street and just carry placard and then you go. And then they will bring soldiers and police to come and shoot people, to come and tear gas people. What nonsense is that? I'm not going to make people vulnerable. I'm not just going to, then what's the difference between me and Buhari and even the Tinubu that are incompetent and clueless? I'm also incompetent and clueless. You must look at things and change them the way they ought to be. People will just be on the street and then police will just carry tear gas and this and come and pour it. No, I'm not going to do that. I am not. And I've said, and especially with an illegitimate president, me making demands on an illegitimate president, then I've legitimized it now. That's not what I'm going to, that's what I'm going to do. From 2018, I made up my mind. I'm going to, whatever politically going to use to do that and get it away. And even like the conversation we had yesterday, even if there's a revolution today, you still need politics to do that. If I do a revolution today, all right, everything, let's say there's because most of the time when people are referring to this revolution, they're referring to bloody revolution, because 2023 election was actually a non-bloody revolution, if not for the rigging that had happened. So what now happens? You do that, then the same set of people, their counterparts will still come and remain in office, will still come into office. That's what happened in Egypt. You drive one set away, you put the other one. Why don't we begin to get people into all of these places? That's the part that I'm doing. That's the part I'm doing, Osas. I've said this thing several times. I'm not going to sit down and the aim to win. Manati, so this is not exam. This is service. That's the thing that many people don't get. They take policies as some do or die affair. No. For me, if they don't vote for me, if I'm running for office and you don't vote for me and someone more capable goes in there, fine. If I even have someone more competent, I'm not going to run for office. I'm telling you. If we have, how do I put it? Let's say I want to be a counselor, and then we have competent people that can do it. Why should I run? That's my this. I will even run. Let those ones will run. I will help those people get into office because they will be doing the work. I don't want to do the work. This thing is work. It's sad. It's hey. I don't think people on, because we see politics from the point of view of our people who go in there, and before you know what's happening, the person is a rich person. The person no get motor before, you go come dey get motor. You no get house before, you never travel abroad before, you come dey do those things. That's what we think politics. And no, that's not the politics. That's not the politics of good governance. The politics of good governance will drain you. You will lose your money. You will lose a lot of things. So Biko, if you no even vote for me, God bless you. Me go tell you, say God bless you. That's what I've said to you. I don't need an office to be an influence. I don't need an office to be known. I don't need an office to feed. I don't need an office to my kids to go to school. All my children, all my children are graduates. The youngest one is the one that just graduated and she has started a job. So that's the thing. So for me, that's what it is. And if I will not even like if for me, if I was in the business of just win and get in there, I can tell you something. 2023, I would have run for office. I would have run for office in Abuja, either maybe as House of Rep member or as senator. Yeah, well, that's not what I want to do. I was begging people to run. Come and run, come on, because I don't want to do the work. That's the difference. So if I ever maybe there's a gap that needs to be filled, or people are feeling, you are not running, you are telling other people to run. I've had some of people tell me that, but if I have people who are gonna do the work, why should I run? Why should I be in office? I like this part where I'll just be. The real power is not the people on the seat, it's people behind you. I'm telling you, those people will be saying, they see them, and they'll be the ones to say that the whoever is in power will have their ears. Tell them to do this, tell them to do that. For me, that's where I want to be. I actually prefer to be like, though it's not a good term they use in Nigeria, like a godmother, like they say godfather, all those power that are able to help people in bed. Imagine me helping people with competence, character, capacity into offices. I don't get money to say I get money now. To say I was that kind billionaire in dollars or more. That's what I'll just be doing. Just be funding the campaign of people with competence that are getting into office. Shikena. Go there and do the work. That's all. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone. It's been a pleasure doing this. And even though it's impromptu, you guys were ready to join. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye.